Hello everybody, it's Foxy speaking, and yes, as truth has it, on Sunday of the 8th of October 2023, I happily attended the Worthing Classic Car Show 2023 event. Certainly was it most enchanted, and indeed did my best friend David Scott go, yes. Myself and David Scott were there. I know Dave Bryan also went, but he went at an earlier time than both myself and David did. I think he was hoping we were both going to be there at that time, but I didn't say what time I was going to be there to him. Something I had a great deal of guilt of after he said, I was there, but you and David were not there. Grr, as Dave Bryan would say. I was like, I'm so sorry I didn't say what time I was going. I said the day I was going to be going to the rally, but I forgot to tell him the time I would be there. I'm so sorry, Dave, I really am. And he really came under the impression I was going to be there by 10, 11 o'clock in the morning, or David as well being at 10, 11 o'clock in the morning too, but we weren't. We are so sorry, Dave. Myself and David send an immeasurable debt of apologies towards yourself for this botched attempt to hopefully have happily met up on that very day. We're very sorry, Dave. But brushing that to one side now, the Hastings Classic Car Show 2023 event was certainly incredibly enchanting and really greatly satisfactory, full of excitement. There was real excitement when happily attending the Hastings Classic Car Show 2023 event, that was. Not only did I thoroughly enjoy it, but I think David Scott, my best friend, thoroughly enjoyed it as well. I certainly thoroughly enjoyed it. And yes, I have done a video featuring the full-length feature video of the Hastings Classic Car Show 2023 event, just to say, but this one is the Imagery picture view slideshow video, just to say. And without further ado, let's see the very Imagery picture view slideshow video of the Hastings Classic Car Show 2023 event rolling into action.
British tar is a soaring soul, as free as a mountain bird. His energetic fist should be ready to resist a dictatorial word. His nose should pan, and his lips should curl. His cheek should flame, and his brow should turn. His bosom should ease, and his heart should glow. And his fist be ever ready for a knock. His nose should bend, and his lips should curl. His cheek should flame, and his brow should turn. His bosom should heave, and his heart should glow. And his fist be ever ready for a knock down low. His eyes should flash with an inborn fire, his brow with scorn be wrung. He never should bow down to a domineering frown, or the tang of a tyrant's tongue. His foot should stamp, and his throat should growl. His hair should twirl, and his face should scowl. His eyes should flash, and his breast and this should be his customary attitude. His foot should stamp, and his throat should growl. His hair should twirl, and his face should scowl. His eyes should flash, and his breast protrude, and this should be his customary attitude. His attitude, his attitude, his attitude.
The Hastings Classic Car Show 2023 event. Certainly was it oh my goodness, a resounding success. Certainly was I greatly satisfied with it, as well as really thoroughly enjoying myself when I happily attended it. And it really is a special thanks to my best friend David Scott, who, had he not gone to Hastings Classic Car Show the previous year, back in 2022, which was the very year he went there, I'm sure I would never have had the interest in going had he not gone. And because of David Scott, my best friend who had happily gone in 2022, it inspired me to go the following year in 2023, and yet we met up with each other there. Not the first time, but we happily met there as best friend relationship and best friends. We happily enjoyed ourselves and last met at the Hastings Classic Car Show 2023 event. And really, it really certainly seemed like, and really looked and seemed to be a resounding success, the Hastings Classic Car Show 2023 event, and certainly did I have great satisfactory and enjoyability of pleasurable enjoyment when I was attending the very event. Indeed so. Many classic cars, good classic cars, from British car, or any foreign make classic cars from the 1950s, 60s, 70s and all that sort of thing. But though classic cars are enchanting, the only issue, the one drawback with classic cars, small classic cars with roofs built over, is that they are not ideally built for people who are over a certain height, I'm afraid. I mean, I can just about fit into small classic cars, but it's getting inside and out of them that's the tricky part. You know, standing at 5'8" in height and 11 stone or 154 pounds in weight, I am not exactly small, and I really had to take things carefully and steadily when I clambered inside and out, or to clamber inside and out of a small classic car with a roof built over, that is. So, you know, but I can fit into a larger classic cars, bigger and larger classic cars more easily. I can clamber inside and out of them more easily, as could a, say, a 6'2" man clamber inside and out of a small classic, a large, big and large classic car more easily. But the small classic cars for a person who's 6 foot or taller, I suppose they could get inside, get inside. The trickiest part for them would be far more tricky for them to clamber inside and out, obviously, as one could imagine. But once they're inside, I suppose they could just about get inside, but it would really be a tightening fit for them, and would almost likely, whether, regardlessly speaking of whether they pull the seat, the driver's or passenger seat back or forward, it really would be a tightening fit for someone who is 6 foot or taller. But if you were, say, 6'6" or 7 foot, I don't think you would stand a chance to fit inside a small classic car. Sadly, no offence, but I'm only trying to point out a few things and all that. But no offence, I did not mean any offence whatsoever. But David Scott, my best friend, who's a mere 5'4½", which is shorter than my 5'8", he could clamber inside and out of a small classic car easily, as could anyone who was, say, 5'6" or at any height shorter than that. You know, I don't want to make anyone jealous, but I only wanted to make a point, that's all. But I didn't mean anything discriminatory, but if I did say anything discriminatory, I am deeply sorry and I greatly apologise. Yes, but despite the slight drawback of small classic cars, they are all the same thoroughly enchanting, and their enchantment completely outweigh their slight drawbacks and all the rest of it. That's what I would certainly point out. But thanks everybody indeed for watching, and here is the Hastings Classic Car Show 2024 proceedings if we can make it. Please let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below, and for those of you who want to watch the full-length feature video featuring the Hastings Classic Car Show 2023 event, the link to the full-length feature video I shot and eventually subsequently uploaded will be linked in the very video and will be linked in the description down below in this very video. Thanks ever so much indeed for watching, and I shall certainly see you in the very next video. Ta-ta, another time. From Foxy. Oh.